What's up, everybody? This is Adam Quapple, and today I'm going to fill you in with some of my doctor visits. So on the last video that I created, I told you about my fitness journey and kind of where I'm at, some of the struggles that I've had along the way, and some of it happened to do with needing surgery and then having some pain through the left testicle and the tube that connects into it as well. So some of my findings from my doctor visits here is that the ultrasound shows that I don't have a sign of a hernia. It doesn't look like I've got a hernia. I clearly still have pain where the hernia was, though, which seems to be a little bit odd, they said, because it's been so long. It's been 3.5, almost 4 months now. But the other thing that the ultrasound did show was that I have a swollen testicle tube. And typically the reason that you have a swollen tube is because you have a hernia. But they can't find anything to do with a hernia, so they ended up ordering a CT scan for me, and the CT scan I had done, which case they have to use, for the particular one that I had, they had to use an IV, and they had to put like this stuff that glows in you or something like that with the CT scan. I'm not a fan of needles at all. Like, I hyperventilate, so they were doing the CT scan, and I'm laying back, and I had to raise my arm up, and they stick in the needle, and then they start putting in like some saline stuff to make sure that everything's flushed out and clear. And doing that, like, you could taste it. I could taste it in my mouth, and at least it wasn't unbelievably awful. It was just a little bit awful. But then after that, they put this other stuff in you that's the stuff that, I don't know, it glows or something within the CT scan. And so I'm laying there, and I lay with my arm up on the machine, and so it's up above my head, and as this stuff comes through your body, it makes you hot. Like, I'm already nervous and everything because I don't like needles to begin with, so my body temperature's already high, and I'm already starting to sweat a little bit. So this, I was sweating like crazy. It was almost an instant hot. I could feel getting extremely hot, starting with my arm, going through mainly down my back, down into my butt, down into the back of my legs, and down through my feet. So I was definitely sweating a lot. And then also at that point, this stuff, it makes you feel like you're wetting yourself, like, all over. Thankfully, you actually don't, but man, it sure does feel like it. So anyways, results of the CT scan came back, and this shows that I still have the swollen tube, but they can't find any reason, even with the CT scan, of why I had the swollen tube. Everything else comes back normal, so we're still in this really weird pattern of not knowing what's going on. I do have an appointment set up with the urologist this coming week on Tuesday, so hopefully they'll be able to shed some light on some things that are going on. If they can't, what I've been told up to this point is that I do have one other option, which is going to see a sports specialist, and maybe they can find something. And at that point, from what I understand, the next thing that they can do is exploratory surgery to find out what might be going on. And believe me, I do not want to have to go through that. So hopefully, with the urologist appointment, they're going to be able to find something out, what's going on with that. So anyways, I just want to give you guys an update where I'm at, how things are going for me, and yeah, we'll keep checking progress, and hopefully I should have some information on Tuesday, obviously. If not, I'm sure I'll definitely have information by the end of next week, but I'll keep updating you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later.